Hello there. Hey, Ralph, Maureen, Big Bones. Good to see you guys. Just doing an impromptu fireside chat this evening. Thank you, Ralph. It's a bit chilly out, but the problem is it's raining. Otherwise, I'd be outside by the pit. That's where I wanted to be. But it's cool enough to have it have a fire inside. So I said, why not? What's everybody doing this evening? It's really quiet here. Everybody went out. So it's just me hanging around. Maybe I should play some Christmas music. The old U-log. Yeah, Big Bones. Definitely cool and damp. And the wind where I am is kind of annoying because it's blowing the rain all over the place. But I set this camera up on the tripod near the fire, and I said, why not? Let's see who's bored and stops in, says hi. I'm going to dial in on my laptop while I'm doing this. But but yeah. Hi, Arlene. Don McHugh. What are you up to, buddy? Arlene, Maureen, Don, you having breakfast? Yeah, you're having breakfast, and I'm just getting ready to have a glass of bourbon, I guess. I tell you that wine. If anyone who stopped by last night, I finished off that wine at dinner. It was just as good as it was yesterday. I didn't freeze it over, left it in the bottle, just recorked it, and had what was left of it with dinner, and it was still good. So says something for that. Whites usually do last longer than reds, but that Vernaccia was a good choice. So happy with that choice. Hi, Gina. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Got any Goomba Ya songs? I don't know what that is. What's a Goomba Ya song? No clue what that is. I was thinking playing Christmas music because that goes well with the Yule log. But I'd much rather be outside today. It's unfortunate the rain is ruining it for me. Yeah, Gina, check it out. Check it out when you get a chance. Big Bones, I figured. So I guess that means you finished that bottle off, huh? Nothing left to freeze. You guys can't hear me, huh? I guess you could hear me now. Couldn't hear me before, though. You guys can't hear me, huh? Hear me now. This, it's funny because you couldn't hear me, but I was commenting on how nice the silence is and how bad weather creates silence. And that's one of the things I like about it when it's a bad, stormy weather out. And it's not even stormy right now. It's just like steady rain and cold and wind, but it creates a silence that you can't really get otherwise in modern day society. So I really enjoy it from that angle. I don't know if you guys can hear the fire crackling. You should be able, I don't know. You should be able to hear it. I don't know. It's pretty loud. Yeah, well, Gina, that's the idea, right? Relax. Let's relax on a Friday. Take it easy. I was going to get out my pipe and have a little smoke, but I don't smoke in the house. So can't really do that. Yeah. Yeah. Popcorn in the fireplace. That would be interesting. And it's amazing how quickly I'm beginning to feel the heat. It's really warming up this room. Yeah, I don't really have much. As you guys know, mine is not a general chat type of show. so I really don't have much to talk about. If I'm not talking about wine and I'm not chatting about that, I don't really know what I would be chatting about. But Mike F. I can say hello to Mike F. Mike F. Thank you for joining. Thindu. What's happening? Yeah, not much for me to talk about. I do not possess the gift of gab, unlike certain other people. But I was saying, Todd Father. Yes, I am nowhere near the toilet, as you can see. That would be a problem if there was a toilet near this, for various reasons. But this is Todd Father. Did you start drinking yet? It's a bit early. Yeah, my guess. Yeah, Gina. I think it's rainy and cold all over the state, and even our buddies in Buffalo were saying that they were getting rain too. So it's like a whole East Coast type of thing. Yeah, yeah. Get that nap in. That's important. And I don't know if you want to do. I don't know what your schedule is, but if you want to do Snoop Dogg tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know if you have plans or not. I'm not doing anything, so it could be a possibility if you're available, Todd. So let me know. Just let me know. No big deal, one way or the other. Just chilling this weekend. I don't have any plans. No lacrosse games to go to. No family events. My my nephew is getting discharged from the Marines, so his mother is driving down there to pick him up. He's actually in, I think, the Carolinas. He's stationed in the Carolinas, but his discharge came through, so he is coming home. So, we were going to have a family event, but they won't be home this weekend, so it got canceled. But so I'm around doing nothing. Yeah, Mike F. Those are some really, really interesting pictures. And what Ralph is talking about in the chat is Mike F. sends us these really cool pictures from parks where he lives, Nevada. It's really cool and amazingly beautiful scenery. So really, really cool stuff he's experiencing. Drop the link. Let me see. Drop the link. Let me see something here. Hold on. I'm on the phone, so I don't know how to drop the link from the phone. There's not an option on here on these iPhones, these friggin' iPhones. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to drop the link, Ralph. I can't. Hold on a second. I can't figure it out on this phone. Hold on. We just had a collapse there. Hold on. Let me see something here. This is interesting. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I have both things set up here. I think you should be able to hear me. Can you hear me? McHugh is ready to go. Yes, you do. Thank you. So I'm kind of sitting on the couch here. Let me hold on. I think I'm going to get I'm going to sound all the way down on the phone so we don't get the feedback. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Listen, I got to tell you something, Ant. I don't think you know this. That's a beautiful backdrop. And what you should do is, you're using your phone, right?
Yes.
Okay. You should do a wider angle of the fireplace and center yourself, not in the middle of the photo and of the video. You should center yourself either to the left, off to the left a little bit, or to the right side a little bit. This way, you have the fireplace there and you're in the frame. It would be a beautiful backdrop, because that's really a great fireplace, and that's real. That's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a backdrop.
Yeah, it's a real fireplace. It's not just a backdrop. It's a real fireplace. So
you're using it kind of backdrop, but the next time, if you use it, if it's, you decide to use it, try to position yourself, bring the camera out more to make it a wider shot, and position yourself either to the left of the frame or to the right of the frame, where you have the fireplace in the frame and you have yourself in the frame.
right.
because
that's good advice.
obviously,
Good advice.
know, there's a big difference between a green screen and a real fireplace.
Don says put the fireplace in the back of Ralph's car. So I don't know how to do that.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Every time I go on, it's so damn noisy. What were you saying?
Don said to put the fireplace in the back of your car.
Oh my God. I can't get away from that guy.
Hey, here he is. Hold on, here he is. There he is, Mr. Carr, the talking car.
Good evening, everyone.
What's
How
up?
are you?
Put the fireplace in the back of my car. Yeah, you're right. I have no backdrop for when I do the car live. Yeah. So I'm going to open up the peach wine on Sunday night show and drink the wine while I'm doing my Sunday night show.
The peach wine that
Oh,
they
wait,
drank?
you didn't do that. That's right. You didn't do that. Tommy did that.
Yeah, Tommy and Nancy did that. Tommy and Nancy.
Who?
Yeah.
Nancy, right. Nancy did that,
Yep.
right. Yeah, it's been laying in my refrigerator since they did that show, and I never opened it up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you better get lots of ice for that boy. That bad boy.
Can I put ice in that? I mean, I never opened it up.
I would put ice in that because that's like sangria wine. So
yeah, I could put ice with that.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, because it's in the refrigerator. I never opened it.
Or I don't know.
I'll just flush it down the sink.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it, but I'm with Don on that. But if you're
I like sangria.
Oh, all right.
I like sangria.
But remember, when you drink sangria, you drink it in a mix where there's ice cubes melted, water in there. So you're getting it diluted. So you might want to put the ice in there.
Well, why would I want to dilute? Why would I want to dilute it?
Because that's normally how you get it. When you get it in a restaurant, it comes in a pitcher with ice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes.
I was going to say, put it in a punch bowl.
Right.
And use the ladle to drink out of it.
Drink out of the ladle?
Yep.
Get out of here. Yeah. So, all right, listen, and I just only came on for a couple of minutes just to tell you that.
Okay.
Are you there?
Thank you for dropping in.
Where are you? Where are you?
Where am I?
He's in the dungeon.
Oh my God. Is it raining up there where you are?
Yeah, it's raining. It's raining a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just starting down here in West Orange. But it's going to rain all weekend, though.
I know. It's going to be a miserable weekend. Miserable.
Well, it's a good weekend if you want to just hang out on the couch, light a candle, watch movies, or do some cooking. You know, I said that this morning. It's perfect weekend to do that because you can't do anything in this weather.
Light a candle. Are you expecting a power outage, Ralph?
What?
Light a candle. Are you expecting a power outage?
No, I'm very big into candles. I'm big into scented candles. When it's a rainy day.
Oh, scented.
Yeah, I usually light when it's a rainy day and it's dark out. I usually light a candle. I light like a Yankee candle. You know who Yankee candles are?
Are they soy? Do you get the soya-based ones or just the normal wax?
No, I don't get soy base. I get
the scented candles, right? They have a scent to them.
Yeah, Yankee Candle has different fragrances, and they burn perfectly. They burn right evenly. Like some candles, if you buy they're cheap, they'll burn right in the middle, and they won't burn around the sides. So they're cheap candles called a melting pool. So you got to buy a candle that has a good melting pool. And Yankee candles are one of the best, but they're expensive. But it is what it is. I like candles, so.
Yeah, my wife likes the scented ones too. She gets the 120, 180 hour candles, whatever.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice. They add a nice touch to your place. The place smells nice. And now that I don't smoke anymore, I never smoked in my place anyway. So now it's I'm saying it's making the place smell nice. All right, I got to run, guys. Hello to everybody in the chat. Thanks for joining Anthony's show. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Stay well. Have a great weekend. Bye.
All right, take care, Ralph.
Bye, Don.
Bye.
Yeah. Anthony, what wood do you use on the fire? Hardwood or softwood?
I use hardwood.
Okay.
Yeah, I use chopped up wood from trees that were around here, and
Yep.
season the year outside.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I don't use stuff that shouldn't be in there, like pine. And I don't use stuff that would damage the fireplace. This is oak or birch or the harder woods.
Yeah, the softwood tends to gum up all the
Yeah, right.
chimneys and everything.
Yep,
Because
absolutely.
I use a hardwood like jarrah. We use red gum, white gum,
Mm-hmm.
which is native to Australia. Mallee roots, which is all hardwood. And every winter and all, I end up buying about 2 or 3 tons, and it's about $450 a ton.
Wow. Well, a
Yep.
ton is a lot, right? That's a lot, huh?
We chew through about maybe 3 tons of wood in winter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we just keep it running 24/7, non-stop almost.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't use it to heat the house. I just use it for, ambiance, like a night or hanging out by the
Hmm.
fireplace or out in the back. So we don't use that much wood, really.
We got it out in the entertainment area, and that tends to linger through the house.
Mm-hmm. So Don, what are
Yeah.
you doing, or have you done? And have you done your pressing and winemaking?
Nah, this year because a cousin passed away,
Oh, okay.
right? We sourced the grapes from elsewhere, and what happened was they got delivered. So because it got delivered, my mum's partner decided to do it this year up at his place up at Victor Harbour, which is about an hour drive from where I live,
Oh, okay.
because he got the grapes from that area. And he pressed it all and done it all himself. I didn't end up doing anything this year with him.
Well, you take a year off, right? I mean,
Uh, It's annoying because I enjoy it. I love it.
yeah, yeah,
Me and my brother basically grab the families and we'll all come over
right.
and do it. And if we got time or whatever the case may be, we might shoot off to the local butcher and grab some meat, just put on the barbecue and grill at the
Nice.
same time.
Very nice. No, I mean, yeah, I know the whole family gathering around it must be awesome. Everyone pitching
That's
in, doing it,
that's what it is,
eating.
Anthony.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even as much as it kills you and destroys you, going picking the grapes,
Yeah.
it's laborious. I'll tell you what, it
Yeah.
is painful, but it's all well worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah. I remember my grandfather was born in Italy and
Yeah.
came here. He came here as a child. So he came here when he was 8 years old. But he used to tell me stories of in Italy. His grandfather owned a vineyard, and I guess that was like the family business. And he
Hmm.
used to have to, um, his job at 8 years old or 7 years old, whatever it was, he would have to bring lunch to the vineyard workers. So he would have to stack up the donkey with sandwiches.
Transport, yeah, the local transport.
Yeah, and ride to the vineyard, drop off all the stuff, and then he was always afraid to do that because he had to pass this cemetery, and he thought that this cemetery was haunted, and at times he would see like his imagination would go crazy, and he would see like ghosts coming out of the cemetery, and I could just imagine what that was like as a little kid.
Apparently, they all had a fear walking past the cemeteries in Italy for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yep. Very superstitious. Very, very, very superstitious.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Gina saying, yeah, Gina, that's my car actually in the picture, which I've pulled all apart to pieces now and restoring it.
Oh, so that's the car that you're sanding right now?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
car
okay.
that I've basically restoring all back to the original.
Nice. What year is that?
That's a 1968.
1968. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Thindu,
it's
he,
older.
he wasn't from Sicily, Thindu. He was from um, Puglia. He was from the region of Puglia, which is Foggia is the main city around there, but it's not it's in southern Italy, but it's not it's kind of like the heel of the boot, I guess, kind of
Yeah, it's on the opposite side of Sicily, basically.
the eastern side of the boot he's on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, the best. I had the best arancinis when I went to Sicily. Went from my dad's town across
Hmm.
on the ferry to Sicily, and the arancinis were to die for. Never had arancinis exactly the same like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. One day I'm gonna go there. One day, definitely, because my wife's family is still there. So
If,
we're definitely.
if you got relatives there, Anthony, you save a fortune on accommodation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you got no one there, it's just going to cost you. You know, when we went there, we had. It doesn't matter what part of Italy we went. We had cousins all over. We had lodgings.
Yeah, that's the key. Otherwise, you're gonna go broke.
Oh, there's only one place I think in Rome where we had to lodge in motels and all that, and they cost a fortune for 3 nights.
Jeez. Yeah. But it's on our agenda, and that's what we'll probably do. We'll stay with family, and then
Go go
do a
do it,
tour from there.
experience it. I tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
all I can say is when you go to Naples,
Uh huh.
be very very careful
Oh yeah, it's
in Naples.
notoriously bad, right? Criminal wise. Yeah.
In Naples, they'll steal your wallet off you, and you wouldn't even know they stole it.
Yeah.
So you got to be very very careful. If they see that you're a tourist, they'll rip you off.
Oh sure. Yeah. Yep.
Because when we did all of Italy, and we had cousins also living on the border of Italy and France, a place called Ventimiglia.
Mm-hmm.
Translated sounds like 20 miles. And you just had to go through the gallery, the tunnels, and you're in France in Monte Carlo, right?
Wow.
And they had a mega factory in France in Monte Carlo, which was a massive toy factory.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
So I've been to Monte Carlo, actually, right where they have the Formula One,
Uh huh.
yeah, the track.
Yeah.
The only issue there is apparently back then, I don't know about now, if you visited the casinos there, then you had to pay French tax or something. If you didn't visit the casinos, there was no French tax or some bullshit.
Oh. Hmm. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, when I go, I want to definitely visit the famous winemaking regions. I mean, there's wine everywhere there, but like Tuscany and Piedmont, those are the areas I want to visit. Definitely.
Yeah.
But,
If it's not wine there, it's uh, the food, the
Mhm.
regions of the you know where they make the pecorino cheese and the you know and they make this cheese there, for example. Italy's well known for cheese,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
You
Yes. Yep.
know,
Yep. Exactly.
so if it's not wine, but if you go to the Amalfi Coast, you would have a ball.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you
What
get a
year did
lot
you
of.
go?
I was a kid when I went. I went in 1980.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was about what 11 years old then,
11. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
but
Yep.
I saw everything. I experienced it all. Until today. I still remember everything.
Yeah. Yep.
My dad wanted to basically. My dad was a type. He came to Australia for not because he wanted to, but he had to. And he always said he hated Australia. He wants to go back to Italy and die in Italy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. It never worked out that way, but
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like my my in-laws. They want to die in Italy. And, but I don't know. I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, Mike, if Naples is not actually a nice place, it's not a nice city anymore. It's pretty run down.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I've heard. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's they've only got themselves to blame. You know, it's just the drugs have taken over there big time.
Yeah. Right. Right. The whole the mafia that uh, uh, that's where they're big into the drugs. I mean, they were into the drugs there before they were into the drugs here.
Oh, big time. You know,
Yeah.
that's run Naples. I think is run by the Camorra.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a shame.
yeah,
Shame. And isn't
so
that
you're
where
just
they
gonna
had like they were killing those prosecutors? Um,
no, that was
right?
actually in Sicily.
Oh, that was Sicily where they were killing the prosecutors.
That was killing them in Sicily. Yeah, when they had the big maxi trials.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
They had the big maxi trials there, and they were killing. They were basically killing in Sicily because the prosecutors had to come there to prosecute all the criminals there.
Yeah. I remember that, like in the late '80s. That was scary, scary stuff.
Mm. I've seen the documentaries there on it, and I tell you what, you know, we talk about our legal system in Australia, and you guys talk about your legal system in America, but that's nothing compared to what the legal system in Italy is. Once they throw the key away, you're in a cell. If it's got a roof, it's got a roof. If it's full of infested with rats, bad
Right.
luck.
Right. You're screwed. Yeah. Man. Yep.
Exactly. Either way, you're screwed.
Yep. Yeah, they still operate under the old Napoleonic code over there. It's
Yeah, they do. Well, what's his name when he came into power? He got tried to get rid of all the mafia. Shit, I can't remember his name. It was a communist. Government. It didn't succeed. It basically just made them bigger and stronger.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, their system. I don't know. It's a very, very old system.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't even think they have juries. They don't even have juries over there.
I think, Anthony, you are judged by judge alone or three judges.
Right. Judges. They're like three panel judges, I think is how it works.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like very similar to Australia. Australia's got the High Court of Australia, which is you can be judged by judge alone, or I think it's three judges. So it's got to be a unanimous decision.
That's really interesting because I know nothing about law outside of America at all. I never really studied international law at all, but it's interesting to me that Australia would be different. I figured because it was an English colony, it would have the common law like we have, but I guess it doesn't that way. That's interesting.
It's based off that law, but it's our own law type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You use that law as like a backbone to create a law or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know, when these guys got federal and yeah, even look, we've got federal and actually no, we've seen you got federal system and then you got the state system, right?
Right. We have two. Right.
And you got same federal jail and the state jail.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here in Australia, we've only got one, regardless if it's federal or state.
Okay.
but there's two laws. There's a federal. You can be prosecuted federally, right, or prosecuted locally, states, or whatever. But it's not really state. Australia, basically. The federal, when you get prosecuted federal for federal offences such as drugs, laundering, things like that, higher up stuff,
Right.
You still serve your time in your normal jail, but your sentences are more harsher than if you went to like a state court.
Interesting.
Because what's the sentence for a murder in America, basically?
Well, it could be different by states, but it's usually 10 to 30 years. It's usually life is considered 30 years usually in most of the states, and federal too, I guess. But the difference between federal and states is that the federal law, there's no parole anymore. Like if you get a 30-year sentence in federal, you're staying in 30 years. Whereas the states, there's parole for, good behavior or overcrowding or whatever else they come up with, reasons to kick people out.
In Australia,
20 to 30.
Australia for murder, 2 years ago, you could get 12, 14 years for murder and be out in 6 or 7 years.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty lenient.
Now they're changing, starting to go a little bit harsher and stricter, and pushing a higher, like if you get hit now with 25 years for being a pedophile, for example, they want you to serve the 25 years now. There's no, you'll be out in, say, 16, 17 years, for instance.
Okay. Well,
and then now...
Yeah, the interesting thing about the pedophilia thing here, especially in this state, is they classify it as a mental disorder. So as a result of that, they keep you in jail. Like they keep you beyond your sentence. So if they continue to get a doctor that says, he's still a pervert, you will stay in jail until they say.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah. Now what they're doing is the parole board will have to review your parole if you're entitled to parole, if you're a pedophile, for example. And then what happens is our local government, right, in my state, like I live in South Australia. Now the state government of South Australia can overrule the parole, the prosecutor, and everyone and say, no, he's not coming out.
Wow. Yeah, it's similar. That's similar.
Yeah, they're trying to lock them up for life now because it's just running rampant everywhere.
Yeah. We have these state registries now for those that are out, where you can look up and you could find out where they live and stuff like that. But chances are a majority of them relapse. Majority of them end up doing something again, and they're better off just being remained locked up, honestly, because it's going to happen again. And
well, here, if you've done, say you go here with 25-year sentence and you've done, say, 16 years and you come out on parole, once you come out on parole, they put an ankle bracelet on your tracker. Right? And you might have to wear that for, say, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever the case may be. What's happening is a lot of people are cutting them off and running.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. The real serious criminals.
I would say, hey, hi, Nancy. Thanks for stopping by. Evan, Payne. Nice to see you guys. We're just chatting, just about nothing, really. Just, well, we're talking about something, but there was no topic. We're probably talking about something that bores the hell out of you right now, but it is what we're talking about.
Well, Thelu said he was going to jump on. He chickened out.
He never came on. Yeah, I don't know. He said something about getting 6 people up there. Or he never showed up.
I said, let's get
Oh,
the
you said
Brady
that.
Bunch
Yeah,
on
yeah,
on the
yeah.
screen, and everyone's chickened out. No one's got their talking voice on tonight.
Mm-hmm. And Nancy's at Niagara Falls, so she don't go over the barrel, Nancy. Stay away from the barrels. I don't want you going over.
Make sure you got your swimsuit on, Nancy, and your red lipstick. Don't forget the red lipstick.
Red lipstick and swimsuit. You know, there's a pretty cool old movie called Niagara Falls with Marilyn Monroe was in it. It's a pretty good movie. It's from I think it's from like the early 50s, and it's like a film noir. It's like a murder mystery type of thing. It's pretty cool. And it takes place right there by the falls.
That's one place that's always intrigued me, Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing that constant flow of water.
Right.
Yeah, you think, where on earth does all this water come from? It's just constantly just gushing nonstop.
Yeah, right. And I think it's only stopped flowing once that they know of in history. When it froze. It was one winter where it actually froze.
Wow.
It was in the 1800s, I think it was.
Hey, Gerard, how are you?
Hey, Gerard. How you doing?
Hey, Nancy, lean over the edge and just grab some of the water and bottle it up.
Nancy, don't listen to him. You don't listen to him.
And then, Nancy, then take it home and freeze it and make ice cubes.
She is the ice queen. So if she touches it, it might all freeze. You never can tell.
She was.
Oh boy. Yeah, Tindu knows about that movie. He knows the old movies too. That's a good movie.
Yeah, but Tindu comes almost from Ralph's era.
He's only 4 years older than us. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, Nancy, I see the cubes.
I don't think Nancy could ever drink any wine without ice cubes.
Nah, I know. Well, we're gonna break her out of that eventually. We'll get her past that. It'll take a while, but we'll get her.
Nancy, do this instead of putting ice cubes, okay, like we used to do when we were younger. Our parents used to slice up yellow peach or red peach pieces and put them in the wine.
Right. Freeze them and put them in.
Then you can eat them. If you don't get drunk off the wine, you get drunk off the peaches.
There you go. Yep. What is theme to write? Miku Bork you? What is that? Bork you?
No, because I said to Tindy once, Tindy porco dio.
Oh.
Right? And
Okay.
he goes, porco.
Okay.
Which means, God damn it.
Well, Nancy, if you want it to be cold, freeze it, right? If you want something to make the wine cold, freeze the peaches first and then put them in the wine. And as they defrost in the wine, they'll absorb the wine too. It'll cool off the wine and it'll absorb the wine.
That's what they used to give to us, Nancy, when we were young. Our parents used to give us a glass of wine. Actually, it wasn't a full glass of wine. By the time you put peaches in there and then put some wine in there, let them soak, drink the wine, it tasted peachy, then eat the peaches, and then we'll go and sleep in the afternoon instead of running around like lunatics.
That's right. There was a goal behind it.
There's always a meaning, for breakfast. When we were also kids, I don't know if you guys ever done it, is the eggs. And our parents used to beat the eggs with sugar until they come creamy, and we'd eat it in the morning. It's supposed to give you, strength and whatever the case is. And if you're a good boy or girl, just on the side, you'd have a little shot of masala,
Oh.
which was alcoholic.
I never heard that. The sugar in the eggs. I never heard that before. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's supposed to actually, give you a lot of sustenance, energy, and so forth. It's just basically a raw egg, just the yolk, just the yellow yolk,
Okay.
and put sugar in there, and with a fork in a glass or a mug or whatever, just keep whipping it and beating it and beating it until it becomes real frothy and creamy. Okay, and then just eat it, and then a shot of masala or what else was it? Farrakina was the other one.
Johnny, there was no notice. I just went live on a whim. There's no, you didn't miss anything. Believe me, we're just bullshitting. There's nothing missed here. Yeah, the sugar, that's interesting. The sugar and I could see that because an egg is like all cholesterol or protein, and then you put the sugar in there. I get that. Yeah.
To sweeten it up for the kids, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays,
his parents didn't beat eggs; they beat him. He said they beat the kids.
Well, obviously, they didn't do a good job of it, Payne.
Obviously, they didn't. Too funny.
Where's Johnny? Is he drinking his paisano?
He must be. I don't know where he is. He said he was doing something tonight. I forgot what he said he was doing. He was going to do something. He was going somewhere, doing something. I don't know what it was. But I'm gonna wrap this up anyway because I gotta drop my son off at a party, Mr. Popularity.
While us parents stay home.
Exactly.
All right, Ed.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping on. I'll talk to you
have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
All right, everyone. Good. Thank you for stopping by. My little impromptu fireside chat. And we'll talk to you soon. Probably see you tomorrow on Stigs. Or whomever. Thing due tomorrow afternoon, whatever. But thank you for joining and have a great weekend. See ya.